Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about 11:30 in Honolulu, 4:30 in New York. It is Monday, the 11th day of November 2019, and this is the daily report for gold and silver. We did get a moderate decline on Veterans Day in gold pricing, with gold trading off about $7 on the day. We'll look at exact pricing in a second. Silver, in essence, closed unchanged to up just fractionally, and the dollar itself was slightly weaker. On today's show, what we want to discuss are a couple of long-term studies, both utilizing Fibonacci retracement, which could indicate a potential bottom or support area very close to current pricing. We'll talk about that when we pull up our technical studies, but first, let's take a look at the price changes today. Very light volume due to the fact that this is Veterans Day today. We do see gold currently settled at around $1456.40, net decline today of $6.50, about 0.4%. Besides silver, all of the other precious metals did trade lower today. Silver, in essence, unchanged at 1683, up 0.007, so 0.7 cents. We had platinum down a little bit over 1.5%, 1.61 to be exact. Still below 900 at 878.70. And then lastly, palladium. Palladium continues to drop and drop hard, down $54 at 1654.30, an extremely volatile market as of recent. Let's take a look at our technical studies. On today's show, I want to look at two technical studies, different time frames, both using Fibonacci retracement. The first chart we're going to look at is a long-term weekly chart in which we start at the end of 2015 when gold bottomed out from a multi-year decline at approximately $1,045 per ounce, up to the high we achieved earlier this year when gold traded to approximately $1,565. There's two particular areas that I believe are interesting and merit our looking at it closer. The first one is the 0.23% retracement level at 1446 and the 0.38% retracement level, which comes in roughly at 1370. First, when we look at the 0.38% retracement area, what is clear to me is that it eloquently described and defined a resistance area that would plague gold prices for the better part of 3 years through 2016, 17, 18 to about the middle of 2019. I've just circled them and you can see that. That tells me that that is an important number. The other thing that really defines that particular area is the fact that when it finally did breach that price point, and that's right here, what we see is a tremendously long weekly candle. In other words, an extremely solid rise. We also see that kind of activity when we breach the 2-3% retracement level, which brings us to the second thing that we want to look at, and that is current pricing right now is within about $10 or $11 from the 0.23% retracement level at 1446. Now, while a Fibonacci retracement alone is not enough to really look at a solid bottom, it is certainly an area that we want to focus on and see if we get other technical indicators such as a candlestick pattern or an Elliott wave count. The next study that I want to look at is also a Fibonacci retracement, but this is from the dynamic rally, which really began at the end of 2008. Gold is trading just under $700 and then tops out at above $1,900, the record high price for gold when paired against the US dollar. When we do that, of particular interest to me is the 0.38% retracement level. I've just kind of put an arrow there because that comes in at 1451. We have gold currently trading at 1456. That is what we call a Fibonacci harmonics, because that and the 0.23% retracement level of the weekly sequence we just looked at are coming in very, very close, within dollars apart. So does that mean we will find a bottom at this particular price point? Absolutely not. But this does mean that this is an area of extreme interest. And as I said just a while ago, we want to look at other technical indicators to see if they're giving us information that correlates with these particular points of interest and lends credence to the fact that we are finding support at this price point. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. It is Veterans Day, and for those veterans, thank you for your service. We will talk to you tomorrow for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.